You know, sometimes you look at Roy and Bairstow and Morgan, but quietly, with a very good strike rate, Joe Root is scoring the runs. I mean, even today his strike rate was less than 100. I noticed when he was about 30, I said, so Root's coming, how much is he? And he was 30 at run a ball.
I think Owen's inning just overshadowed the effort which he had. He's the ideal number 3 batsman for England, and then they've tinkered with his batting position as well. England leading up to the World Cup, you know, they're still figuring out exactly. You know, he came in to bat at number 4 as well, leading up to World Cup. I think the last year, but this is his position because at number 3, if you lose early wicket, then he's got luxury of taking more time, and he's a solid bat. Like,
you need a batsman
every time you see him bat, you know that he's got solid defense. He's got those attacking shots as well, and you need someone at number 3 to play according to the situation. You know, you want your number 3 to set the tempo or keep up the tempo what openers have set for you, and play according to the situation. And Root has his consistency shows that. His numbers are now, you know, showing that. Yes, with England's squad, he's always going to be overshadowed. Is what I feel. The Pakistan game as well. Josh Butler just overshadowed him because he was just playing at a rate, and he created that winning scenario for England in that particular match. But he scored 100 in that game as well.
Let's look at that graphic again. There's a couple of interesting things in there. It's interesting that Zach says that Root is getting overshadowed a little bit, which is absolutely true. Butler one day, Morgan the other day. He's averaged 91, strike rate 99. I mean, is that a sign of things to come in the game that we are?
50s, I mean,
And look who's bottom of that list. I mean, average is fantastic. Did you think David Warner would be scoring at 77?
Yeah, exactly. That strike rate is very interesting for David Warner. It shows a very different player from the player you're used to seeing in the IPL and 20-over tournaments. But it's a very interesting list because, you know, what Joe Root has done is interesting. If you saw him today, you wouldn't think he's batting at the rate he's batting.
Yes.
And that's very interesting, that he looks as if he's just pottering around, but even while pottering around, he's at a run a ball. And that I think is a great sign, because that shows as a batsman, you're an accumulator. You know, people don't know. You know, like it's like Suresh Raina in the IPL. Suddenly he's 30-40, you know, he's batting 30-40. Joe Root is a lot like that. You look at the scoreboard, he doesn't seem to have hit anything big, but he's suddenly got the runs out there. And those guys are very important for teams, because without that flash and dash, they sort of get runs very fast.
He hit 5 4s and a 6 in that 88, wasn't that he was clobbering sixes. You know, he reminds me a lot. In India, in those days, Azharuddin used to bat like that.
Yeah.
50 or 52 balls, 1 boundary.
Yeah.
So when did he score 50? Because he was always hitting ones and twos, and I think Joe Root is that kind of player.